Well, greetings, future social workers. Welcome to HBSE 2 and welcome to the spring semester. I am so glad to have each of you in class, and I wanted to provide you with a very brief video with a few tips to assist you in your macro project. So the macro project you will be completing in this course is considered a signature project in the MSW program and is also linked to our accreditation standards. So when you complete this project over the next few weeks, you will have met several requirements for accreditation for your MSW degree. If you look at your syllabus, you may feel overwhelmed by the project, but try not to worry. Here's what you need to know, okay? I've got you. So here's what you need to know about your macro project this semester. Tip number one, the macro project is really broken up into three parts. Part one is the macro project proposal. The part two is the macro project paper, which captures the plan you implemented in your field placement this semester. And part three is the presentation. So tip number two, this project is not hypothetical. So this is a real thing, a real project, okay, that you're going to propose, implement, and write about this semester. So whatever you put in your proposal is what I'm expecting to see you implement in your site and reflect upon in your paper and your presentation. Tip number three, invest in your proposal. So the stronger and more detailed your proposal is, the better I can understand what you intend to implement this semester. And once I read your proposal, I will offer a few thoughts and then provide you with like a thumbs up or proceed in the feedback on the assignment. Once you've received that proceed from me, you can begin to implement your project. If you need a little clarity on your proposal, you can ask to meet with me briefly to better describe what you are doing. Don't worry. That's normal. All right. Reach out to me for help. I can make sure you're headed in the right direction. Okay. Tip number four is for students without a field placement or you are enrolled in summer block. So if you have not been assigned a field placement, you're in summer block, this is for you. If you do not have a field placement, you will need to locate a local community provider like a church, a private nonprofit, a food bank, homeless shelter, something like that. You can also consider using your place of work as an option to implement your project if your work is like adjacent to the field of social work. You will want to identify a potential site soon by reaching out to them in order to build your proposal, okay? Tip number five, you may be saying, Dr. Mayko, what have other students created in the past? And that's a really good question. So some students, as examples, have created virtual resource binders for social workers at their site to access online. Others have revised policies of their agency by working with their supervisor. Others have developed trainings and implemented them with clients at their site. Others have built proposals for grant funding. It really can be anything that your agency needs, that meets the need of your agency, that relates to macro work. Okay, so the possibilities are pretty broad. Feel free to be creative as long as it's addressing a need within your agency or site and it's associated with macro work. Finally, the last tip here is you've got this. Once you write the proposal, you go off and then you implement your project. So your paper then captures all you created, and you will provide evidence of what you created in your paper within an index in your paper, okay? And the presentation really is just 7 minutes, a brief summary of what you accomplished this semester and the impact it had on your site and your clients, okay? I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, you can do this, all right? Also know that I'm only an email away with any questions you may have, and I am happy to meet with you via Zoom or in person if you would like. I can also help by sharing my thoughts about your macro project ideas before you submit your proposal. That way you're feeling a little bit better about the proposal you submit. I'm keeping you all in my prayers. I know you will succeed this semester. Thank you all. God bless.